Hello, welcome to Gen Z Finance. I'm an older Gen Z on the cusp of being a young millennial, documenting my financial journey here on YouTube and over on my Instagram at Zennial Finance. So today we are going to be doing a net worth review and update for August of 2021. So on screen here you see my homemade net worth tracking spreadsheet. I actually have this for sale, so if you are interested in this or you want more details, check out the description box down below for some links and more information. But this is the spreadsheet that I have been using since February of 2019 to track my net worth change month to month and kind of house all of my numbers. You can see that here. We're going to scroll down to August of 2021. I have this broken up into a couple of different sections, but this first part is my assets, and then this first section that is shown in N through P is my non-invested cash. This is everything in my checking account, my savings account. My separate high yield savings account is $27,388.07, and this has only gone up by about $62 from last month, which I found really interesting. I think it's just because I put a lot into investments this month. So next we're going to start looking at my invested assets, starting first with my retirement accounts. And in my 401k, this is now at $26,548. I invested $1,568 this month, so those were my contributions that are taken out of my paychecks. And then overall, my 401k increased by $2,261. So this saw a 9.31% increase from last month. Again, $1,570 of it was my contributions, but there was some good growth on top of that. In fact, almost $700 of the increase in my 401k came from just the investment having a good month in August. So that is really exciting. And I'm also happy to see this over $25,000. I like that this is now 1/4 of the way to $100,000. So I feel like that would be a really fun milestone to hit $100,000 in a 401k. I mean, we're still very far away from that. It's still going to take a while to hit that, but I think getting over 25,000 means I'm 1/4 of the way there. Next, we have my HSA. So this is the invested portion of my HSA. So as of the end of August, I have $5,645 in here. This account grew by $240 from July. However, I actually contributed from my paychecks $258 this month. So there was actually a slight decrease in this account overall. I think the reason for this is I am mostly invested in international ETFs in this account, and I'm assuming that the international indexes didn't do quite as well as the US stock indexes in August, so that's why there was such a big gain in my 401k where it's mainly US stocks, and then my HSA where it's mainly invested in international, I saw a loss. But I'm not really worried about it. It's not a big deal. Either way, it was only like $16, $17, so we're not gonna be concerned. Next, I have my Roth IRA. This is coming in at just under $14,500. I contributed $1,100, and in total, my Roth IRA grew by about $1,490. So it saw about $390 in growth, again, just from the market doing well. Okay, so now we are looking at my taxable accounts. So I just have one with Vanguard. And so in my brokerage account, I have $6,465. I did not contribute anything to this account, but the account did grow by $161.42, and that's just all pure compound interest. So in total, my assets came out to be $80,900 and almost $25. $27,388 is in cash, and then I now have $53,500 invested. Altogether, I invested $2,927 this month, and my assets saw an increase of $4,228, or 5.51%. So now we're going to look at my liabilities. Fortunately, I only have one, and those are my credit cards. I do pay these off in full every single month, but by the end of the month after I pay off the statement balance, there usually is a bit more money that has been accrued that will be paid off next month on the next statement balance. So for August, that was $367. And yeah, that's about it for this section. I have paid off all of my student loans, so that is at zero, and I have no other debt currently. So very simple, $367.08 is my total liabilities. And then all of these numbers feed in all the way over here to my net worth, which is $80,557. Again, I provide a breakdown of my assets to my liabilities. So keeping in mind the change in my liabilities as well as my assets, my net worth increased by $4,333, which is a 5.7% increase. So this actually comes out to be my second smallest increase in terms of percentage change for my net worth for 2021. You can see all of my previous months. Most of them were above 8%. My smallest one was at 4.86%. So this is my second smallest increase in terms of percent change. If you compare it in terms of amount change, it's actually like my fourth lowest, so it's pretty much in the middle. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually really excited about the progress in my net worth this month for two reasons. First of all, I crossed the $80,000 mark, and my goal for 2021 was to increase my net worth to $80,000. So I did hit this goal, at least for now. Who knows what will happen in the future, what the market could do, but I did hit this goal and I hit it several months early. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where my net worth will end up. If we just look at the previous couple of months, I'm increasing my net worth on average by about $4,500 each month. If I kept that pattern up, I could get very close to hitting $100,000 by the end of 2021. Again, a lot of that is just dependent on the market, and I can't really predict that, because if I just look at how much I'm actually investing each month, on average, it's about $3,000. And if I kept that pace, it would definitely help me, but I would be much closer to $90,000 than $100,000. But either way, like, I hit my investment goal for the year. So that's one of the reasons I'm really excited about August's net worth. The second reason is, even though the percentage change was kind of low, if I actually look at how much I invested this month, which was just under $3,000, and then how much my entire net worth grew by, which was $4,333, that means my net worth grew by about $1,400, and most of that $1,400 came from just the market having a good month. So that's really exciting to me to see that much growth come from my investments and money that I've already put in, instead of the money that I am contributing. Here is a dashboard that I created. Let me zoom out a little bit, and this just kind of takes all of the numbers that I input on that spreadsheet and visualizes the data. So it provides some pie charts for an overview of my assets and my liabilities. Normally, I would look into this asset by account pie chart, but since we went so in depth with my assets on the spreadsheet, I won't do that this video. But if you're interested in looking at my percentages, check out my last video. The percentages are going to be pretty even from what they were in May, but I just wanted to show you this dashboard because this is part of the spreadsheet when you make the purchase. Again, links are in the description box down below for more details. So now we're going to be going over my savings rate and numbers for August. So remember, in total, I invested $2,927.14. For August, I brought in $4,801.98, and this is my total gross income, so before taxes or anything. And this was a kind of lower income month for me based on my gross income. So in total, that was $4,800. But since I invested $2,900, I invested almost 61% of my gross income. So the next percentage that I track is my not spent rate. So this is looking at my net income. The first one looked at my gross income. Now we're looking at my net income. My net income that I actually brought into my budget. So this is after taxes and deductions and my 401k and everything like that. This is $2,248.58. And I actually spent $979.95, not including anything I sent to investments. So I did not spend $1,268.63 of my net income, which means I had a not spent rate of 56.42%. So pretty much I spent less than half of what I actually brought into my budget, which is pretty good. So now the third percentage I look at is a combination of the previous two. So the first one looked at just the investing that I did on my gross income. The second one looked at everything I did not spend from the net income that I actually brought into my budget. And so some of this could have been invested, some of this could have just been put towards cash savings. And so this third rate kind of combines the previous two. In total, I either invested or did not spend $3,000 of the $4,800 in gross income I had this month, which gave me a savings rate of 64.5%. Okay, so now we are looking at my safe withdrawal rate tracker. So this is a pretty simple spreadsheet that I have. If you are interested, there is a link that you can use in the description box down below to download this. And this specific spreadsheet is free for anyone to use. It's a pretty simple spreadsheet, so it's just available for anyone if you're interested. But what this does is provides an overview of how much I could withdraw of my invested assets at a 4%, 3.5%, and 3% withdrawal rate. So for August 2021, I have $53,500 invested, which could give me an income of $2,141 each year if I withdraw withdrew 4%, that would work out to be about $178 a month. If I withdrew 3.5%, that would be $1,800 or $156 a month. And then at 3%, that would be $1,600 for the year or $133 per month. So I'm really excited that at least looking at the 4% rate, I'm now over $2,000 a year in passive income that this could theoretically provide for me. Obviously, I'm not going to do this. The goal is to keep this money in there and continue to let it grow rapidly, but I just find that this is like a fun little data point to look at each month and to see the numbers grow. All right, y'all, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, for sticking with me. If you have stayed so far, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. You can always leave me a comment if you have any questions, concerns, or you want to share your own milestones and things that you've achieved this month. I love hearing from what y'all are able to do as well. It motivates me. So again, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I hope y'all are staying safe and healthy and that you have a good day.